storm, but the aftermath. A huge story, a huge component of this are the widespread power outages that we anticipate. We're talking millions of people without power, possibly for a long, extended period of time. How do you prepare for that as a city?
Yeah, that one's difficult to prepare for, and all you can do is advise your residents to do everything they can ahead of time to be as prepared as possible. Obviously, for those who have generators, make sure they have the supplies that they need to keep those things running. But for those who don't, to make sure they have food that they're going to be able to eat and refreshments to drink, so that they're knowing that they're not going to have power probably for days. And this storm has been unusual for so many different reasons, but it's very, very rare, it seems like, that you see a storm that just works its way up the whole coast of the state, instead of focusing on one area where so many resources get really divided up as the entire state tries to recover.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, we often look at these storms. We have to remind ourselves that these aren't surgical. It's not just like one swath. It's a giant buzzsaw that's going to run right along parts of the state if the forecast validates. I keep thinking about the tree damage, about all the roads being obstructed. How do you take care of something like that? If one part of St. Petersburg is dealing with the rubble and you're trying to get supplies from one part of the city to the other, how are you prepared to get the roads back in condition so you can bring those supplies from one point to another?
Yeah, between our own internal departments with sanitation and Parks and Rec and stormwater and streets, we also have debris removal companies that we have contracts with who are on standby and ready to roll for us. So we've actually got 2 under contract. So we are, I think, as prepared as we can be, as you can be when you're trying to take a storm like this on. But we're going to do everything we can to get normalcy back as quickly as possible. But I agree. I think one of the things you said is a great point, that the biggest challenge oftentimes comes after the storm has left you, and it's trying to get things back to normal and safely do that as quickly as possible.
Mayor, thanks so much.